Hi, my name is CWTC and welcome to our CWTC Get Connected Community Podcast to share experiences, promote services and networking and great opportunities available for residents of Oldham. We are proud to invite again Marvin Smith, the Employee Relationships and Business Development Manager from Oldham College, to tell us some great opportunities available for Oldham students and employers. Marvin, welcome again to part 2.
Man, you got to do a sequel.
I'd love to. Before we begin, just for the viewers and listeners, very briefly about your job role at the Oldham College.
Yes, so my role in employee engagement and business development is speaking with employers regarding work placements, apprenticeships, and even T-level placements as well. And that goes all the way up to the higher level apprenticeships as well. So it's really dealing with employers about finding meaningful work and work placements for residents of Oldham.
Brilliant. So this episode is basically giving a bit of details about those great opportunities that's coming up with Oldham College. And thank you for inviting me to the digital inclusion event last week.
Yeah, it was great. Great to have you aboard.
Yeah, great businesses rooted in Oldham making a fantastic difference internationally. And employment for Oldham residents as well. Great work by the Oldham College. Lovely to see so many people there. And I'm hoping that some of those businesses will come here and share their good information with the Oldham residents as well, particularly the voluntary sector.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. University Campus Oldham, short for UCL. Tell me just very briefly about it.
Yeah, so University Campus Oldham is a university offering in slap bang in the middle of the town centre. Working alongside with the college, it provides the higher level qualifications, the degree qualifications, allowing students and residents to stay local whilst they study. The university is in partnership with University of Huddersfield, UCLan and Sheffield Hallam. So the qualification or degree you receive will be from those institutions, but most importantly held here in Oldham.
That's brilliant, and it's really creating the future industry leaders and entrepreneurs in Oldham and retaining them, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, it just shows it's on your doorstep. So as opposed to travelling to Manchester, which is only a few miles down the road, and they have world-class facilities there, you'd still be able to have a degree, literally around the corner, walking distance from here.
Brilliant, and I look forward to meeting these CEOs for the UCO to come and give us more details.
Absolutely, yeah, we'd like to bring them involved.
And thank you for the connections, really appreciate it. And you've told us it's just bang in the centre, so whereabouts would you...
So it's behind Uni Street, just on the main street in Oldham.
Very central.
Very central, easy to walk through from here as well.
And then you've got the tram station and everything.
Literally next to the tram station, it's central to everything.
Brilliant. And I believe you've got have been awarded the Silver Award as well.
Yes, so again, I don't want to take away too much of their thunder and story, but UCL have got some great achievements recently. Not only student feedback, which is some of the highest in Greater Manchester, but also teaching and learning impacts as well. So again, it's really for them to tell their story and sell that.
Excellent. And I know Oldham College is quite proactive, involving with the community and the voluntary sector. And I think even at the event, it was appreciated that the businesses and training providers need to get more involved with this sector and look forward the increasing opportunities with that. Brilliant. Apprenticeship schemes. And that's available at the college. Tell us more about it.
Yep, so the apprenticeship scheme is very similar to the first video in terms of the areas that they go into. But just in terms of more detail for it, it is really used for employers to either upskill existing staff or, more importantly, take on a new member of staff. Ideally, we'd like that person to be from the Oldham community, either a student of ours or resident of Oldham as well. And this is a way to them to start their careers. Apprenticeship meaning starting from an entry level and working your way up organically through a company, and that's the provision that we provide. I'm very proud of that, and we have over 700 apprentices connected to the college and over 1,000 businesses that we're working with on on a year-to-year basis.
Excellent. And it's a great way of earning a wage and get the right qualification.
Yeah, absolutely. You earn while you learn. That's the sort of slogan behind it. So as opposed to just studying and then looking for a role afterwards, it's a chance where a company's allowing you to do your study as well as employing you for a particular role as well. So it's the best of both worlds. And in this cost of living crisis and in terms of where expenses can be very tight, if you're in a position where you can be supported whilst you're learning, it's a great opportunity.
Excellent. So in terms of the criteria to join, what's the criteria for the apprenticeship?
So apprenticeship is open to all ages. So there isn't an age restriction, which probably beforehand there was. The big sort of thing which would need to be done for an employer is that person would need to be employed. So for example, if you were, let's say, a hairdresser and you're renting a chair, then that person who rent the chair will probably be self-employed, and you can't do an apprenticeship through self-employment. You'd have to be employed by that particular company and business. So having the employee status in place, PAYE and and tax and stuff as well, and being able to pay the wages, that's really the kind of fundamental criterias. And also something we would actually have as a college is ensuring that the work environment is a safe environment for a young person or apprentice to go into as well, which is very, very important. So having that health and safety and that sort of needs analysis set up, as well as obviously having that financial infrastructure, is really important to taking on an apprentice.
Yeah, and it's the right policies, which I'm sure you will be able to support if they need it.
Absolutely.
And have a right structured training program, which is important. Brilliant. How long is the apprenticeship normally?
So depending on the type of course, they can range from a minimum of 12 months, and some of the obviously more detailed ones could be up to 4 years. So for example, electrical installation is a 4-year course, and heating and plumbing is the same as well, but customer service is 12 months. Content creator, which is one of our digital social media type apprenticeship courses that we do, that is 18 months long. So it definitely vary depending on the level of content needed.
Yes, so we're really asking the employers to come forward and take on this great opportunity. So it's a mutual benefit, really.
Absolutely, and it's in terms of your recruitment cost and outlay, this is where you can either 2 steps. One is either look inward and recruit internally and put them on this sort of apprenticeship program, or the second one is outwardly, and then obviously look to try and take someone and develop that way as well. Taking nothing away from recruitment companies and the work that they do.
Yes.
There's usually fees and other monetary costs attached to taking on a particular person. Taking on an apprentice through the college, there isn't a recruitment fee attached to that at all. So again, in that sense, recruit from your community, and given that opportunity is also very cost effective as well.
It's very added value, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Work placement is rather hard.
Yeah.
And we've been providing work placement since 1999 and short courses.
Brilliant.
As well. And it's what they achieve at the end. It's very rewarding.
Absolutely.
In terms of the work placements, I don't know, you have so many available who needs the support from the employers. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so work placements can work in conjunction with an apprenticeship. So a work placement will be, if you wanted to look at an apprenticeship further down the line, it could almost be a try before you buy, if you wanted to call it that way there, where you'd have a chance to have someone in your business and you're offering them real life work experience for them to then take to either use further on in their careers, whether they go to further study or whether or not they want to choose their industry. A very integral part of a young person's development is having real meaningful work experience, and also meaningful experiences of work happenings and protocols as well. We sometimes take for granted the fact that we've been working for a number of years and sort of customs and the protocols that happen inside an office environment, and so we take for granted. But imagine someone not knowing that at all. They have to be introduced to everything from the very, very beginning, from not having your phone out to how you report sickness or whatever it may be. So that experience of work in some cases can really shape someone's life choices, or what they do. So if you have a really great experience of working in a particular office field, you may want to pursue that further on in your career as well.
And I think it's very important to offer that opportunity to a young person, so they can focus on a career of the choice, or have an opportunity to say, yes, I like this, or I don't like this at an early stage as possible. And it's so it's very important that the employees do take up this on board an opportunity to get rewards of, making a difference to people's lives.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely.
Would you like to add on anything else?
No, I would just say one thing with opportunities, they're available for everyone. All ages, and it's important that for businesses to recognise what's on the doorstep, really. And some people do need an opportunity to start. We're probably not born with a wealthy network at the very beginning. It's something that gets built over time. And some of the first experiences you have in work is your first pillar of experience, which is your first real reference point in that sense there as well. And what stands out for everyone in interview basis is usually experience of work. So if you say, I've done work experience, may not be paid, it's a lot better than saying I've just studied something. So again, this is very important to not only help with the economy, but also help with someone's well-being and confidence in interviews as well.
Well, let's all work as a society and make the difference we can. Absolutely. How can people get in contact with you?
People can get in contact with me at the college, or obviously links in the description here as well. Marvin Smith at Oldham College, and again, very much willing and looking forward to interacting with businesses with questions or queries regarding either work experience or apprenticeships.
Great. Oldham has a lot to offer and continues to offer. So let's all make a bit of a difference to young people's lives. Get in contact with Marvin. And Marvin, we hope to see you very soon.
Yeah, for part 3, who knows?
Till again. Thank you very much for watching and listening. God bless. Take care.